Hi, everybody. Welcome to CJ 311 Criminal Behavior. I hope everybody had a nice and restful break, good holidays, and is ready to go ahead and get started in the new semester. So, this class is an online asynchronous class. That means we don't have any live Zoom meetings, we don't have any meetings on campus, everything is done online. However, I know that asynchronous classes can kind of make you feel like you're in it alone. You don't hear from the instructor. A lot of times you don't hear from other students, and it makes you feel really secluded and like you're going through this alone. So I don't want that for this class. My goal is to record a video every couple weeks or so, kind of checking in, giving you some pointers or things that you should be working on. And I also plan to record some lectures for you guys because I know the textbook can be really dry, can be a little bit difficult to get into. Um, so I'll provide you with some guidance through those. So this is the textbook for this class. If you don't have it this week, that's okay. The assignment for this week does not come out of the textbook, so you don't necessarily need it this week. I am kind of changing things up a little bit. In the past, that's been the only textbook that we've used for this class. However, I want to include some other resources. So you just have to purchase the textbook or rent it or whatever, but the other resources I will provide to you. So if there's a reading from another book that I want you guys to read, I will put that in the learning module. So if you reviewed the syllabus, you'll notice that some of the topics that are scheduled for some of the modules are not in this textbook. That's going to come from other books that I have, but I didn't want you guys to have to purchase. So I will provide that for you. Typically in the past, this class has just covered and focused on the life course criminology and biosocial criminology. And while those are really important aspects of criminal behavior, there's a lot more that goes into it as well. So I wanted to start branching out a little bit and including more of other types of criminal behavior for us to examine. There's a couple modules that are also electives. So, for example, there's a victimology module and there's a criminal profiling module. Those are electives that are separate courses as well. So, this can count as just a little introduction to those, enough to dip your toes in the water. And then, if it's something you're interested in, you can schedule or register for those electives as well. So, if you've had any chance to dig around Blackboard a little bit, you might notice that things look a little bit different. The college has tried to implement a way for all of our syllabi, for all of our classes to look the same, as well as our Blackboard shows. There was in the past a lot of confusion for some classes. Assignments might be in a different spot in one class than in another, and it was making it difficult for some students. So, what they've done is they have given us um, like a shell for Blackboard, and everybody's looks the same, and then we just fill stuff in. So what that looks like for you guys is a lot of extra stuff. So if you go through the start here menu, go ahead and take some time to look around. There's a lot of extra fluff that they took out of the syllabi and put in there, but it's still important to go through. Just know that if you see any typos or grammar or weird formatting, that's not us. The college is requiring us to include those in our Blackboard shells. So take some time to scroll through there, see all of the posts. There's a lot of information there. It's good information to have stuff about the tutoring center, netiquette, certain policies, plagiarism, all of that good stuff they took out of the syllabus and put there. So it's the same stuff you've seen in your other classes, but go ahead and scroll through it. Um, Scroll through the syllabus. That's also going to look a little bit different. Again, they're trying to make everything more uniform across campus, which is actually a good thing. That will benefit you guys. It's just going to take some getting used to where to locate some things now. So scroll through the syllabus, look at the course schedule that's in your syllabus and in the Start Here menu. I want to point out that while that's a tentative schedule and some things might change, we'll probably end up sticking pretty close to that schedule and have your assignments listed and all of that. Every week you'll have an assignment. It might be just to answer a couple short questions, a small writing assignment, a quiz, or like this week, a discussion post. Like I said, with asynchronous classes, you can oftentimes start to feel alone. So I've got 4 discussion posts, excuse me, scheduled to help you guys talk amongst yourselves, realize that you're not in the class alone, and just to hear from other people. So the first one is due this week. There's 2 parts to it. The first part is an introduction. So take some time to introduce yourself. Feel free to share anything that you find interesting. And then the second part is the actual prompt is related to nature versus nurture. There's no right or wrong answer. Just share what you know so far or your thoughts so far on the topic. And this way, it'll give everybody a few more days to get the course textbook so that next week we'll start in with the first chapter. Your original post is due Wednesday night at 11:59 p.m. And then you are to do 2 replies that are due Sunday at 11:59 p.m. However, I want to point out that I agree or I disagree is not an appropriate response. Actually dive in, pick certain aspects of the original poster's post and reflect on those and try to start a discussion. I know that discussion boards in online classes are not quite the same thing as what you're going to get in a traditional classroom setting. So try your best. Give a good response. Don't give just a few word response. Just do the best you can with those. And then next week, like I said, we'll dive into chapter 1 and we'll get going. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to send me an email. Use the Calendly link that's in my syllabus and in the course welcome that I sent out yesterday. If you want to schedule an appointment, that will show you my office hours and what times are available for an appointment. But if those days or times don't work great for you, let me know. I'm pretty flexible. I'm happy to schedule an appointment at any time. Don't fall behind. If you have any questions, please reach out. I'm happy to help. And good luck, guys. Have a great semester. Hello, this is Amy Strong.